Hi! So this is kind of for my friends and family, but also for people who want to travel the world like me. It's a video journal for my trip, my big trip that I've been planning for a year and a half with my boyfriend, and we're going 180 degrees around the world. So going to Europe, China, Southeast Asia, and then Australia for a year for a working holiday. And our first destination was Paris. Paris was so fabulous. It was absolutely amazing. I'm French, and being from the south, I didn't think very much of Paris. No, I was just blown away. Paris, absolutely wonderful. The first tip I would give to people that are like quite young and are traveling like me is that visit the things that are free, because there's loads of them in Paris. If you're under 26 and from the European Union, then you're allowed to visit things, some things at least, for free. Like le Musée du Louvre. The Louvre Museum is completely free. You don't even have to go through the tickets box office. You can just go through, show your ID, and you're on for the entire day. Set aside at least a day to the Louvre, because otherwise you're just going to be overwhelmed. Also, if you're going just for Mona Lisa, then don't go. It's not very impressive. Notre Dame de Paris is also free. Don't let the massive queue in front of the cathedral get you down, because it's really quick to go into. And you can even go to the top if you want, but I think you have to purchase a ticket for that. It's grand. The architecture is simply amazing. The Gothic details of the building is incredible, and the story inside, I think that it's worth visiting for the story inside, really, because you can see the cathedral growing into what is now Notre Dame de Paris, and it's really great. For the Eiffel Tower, go on the Eiffel Tower website and book online already. It's the same price as if you went to the box office. You can just go in, go up in the elevator and be on your way. So much quicker, so much quicker. Do take a day to go out to Versailles. Versailles is one of the most incredible castles that you'll ever see. And not just the castle. The castle is great in itself, but the gardens, oh my god. It's miles and miles of greenery and fountains and music, and it's a really great experience, especially if you like being outside. It's an outing. You don't have to be in a museum. You don't have to be inside to visit. You just can go around. You can even have a picnic if you want, and it's a lovely place. If you're under 26 and from the European Union, then the Castle Versailles is free for you, so you can go in. But if you were like us and were really lazy and arrived there around 12, there was just miles and miles of queue to get into the castle. So if you don't like getting up early to get to the castle first, I'd advise you to just go to the gardens. It's $9.50 to get in, and it's at least 4 hours of really good fun. And you have the fountains, you've got classical music playing around the fountain. It's like a ballet of water. It's absolutely wonderful. It's a really good day out, and you can take a picnic, and it was really lovely, especially if you're in a couple. I mean, my boyfriend and I were so happy to be outside for once. It was a wonderful weather. I think the water feature makes it even more like romantic. So I'd definitely advise you to do the gardens first if you don't like getting up early. What really struck me in Paris was the amount of music you have everywhere. It's in the metro stations, it's in the street, it's in monuments, it's in the Louvre, it's in Versailles, everywhere. And you have different types of music. You have jazz, classical, you got modern music. It's really, really good. It just gives a mood to Paris. I think that Paris is such a moody city. We saw a jazz band playing next to the Champs-Élysées. They were in a kiosk in a garden, or a park really. And we just sat down on the grass and had a really good time listening to it. The jazz and Paris, it just brought a different experience to the city, all this music, and a different feeling to our trip, really. It's really important to go see all the monuments, but obviously you might want to know a few places where tourists are not always present. It's always really difficult when you have a million people taking pictures of everything. Bit of a hypocrite because I'm doing the same, but yeah, I really appreciate it sometimes when I could find a place completely free of tourists. And that's what I found with La Coulée Verte. La Coulée Verte is a lovely path which links La Bastille to Le Bois de Vincennes, and it basically is a suspended garden. It was built on an old railway and not many people know where it is. I think Paris is definitely a city that you have to go to.